Good morning Slazeenies and those who have yet to subscribe. The year is halfway over and we K-pop stans have been blessed with some bangers, as well as some straight up stink bombs dropped from the skies by those we used to trust to handle a note with care. Today we're going to discuss those today, which K-pop releases so far are the best, and the worst. Since all of these are going to be according to my humble opinion, I'd love to hear what you guys have to say in the comments. Who knows, maybe your ranking is completely different from mine. Well, without further ado, let's get into it. The title track was fine, excellent even, however the album was a swing and a miss. Quarter Life and Miracle are painfully uninteresting and forgettable, which are words I genuinely never thought I would say as it pertains to TXT, but I guess there's a first time for everything. Teehee. I'll See You There Tomorrow and The Killer are the only tracks that bring any semblance of listenability to this album. I genuinely don't have anything negative to say about them. After an updated listen, Miracle and Quarter Life just kinda sound like watered down Disney Channel pop. Now usually when I think Disney Channel music, I mean it in a strong positive way. However, when I say Disney Channel here, I mean it with a moderate level of disrespect. Disney Channel in a negative connotation. Like rejected camp rock demo territory. It breaks my heart, not really though, because it's just music, but these are my babies. Just roll the next song, I can't take this anymore. A lackluster title track with lackluster B-sides and a TikTok dance audio. Really nothing more to say for them. I really had high hopes for this release considering LE SSERAFIM's discography up until this point was nearly flawless, so this honestly just made me sad. Usually, their intro tracks are unskippable, like I genuinely feel bad if I skip to the title track and don't play the album's intro because LE SSERA intros are just that good. However, Good Bones missed a huge mark primarily because it doesn't match the overarching vibe of the album, which now that I think about it, I don't think any of these songs match the overarching vibe of the album. They're just kinda here, none of these songs go together. I can see enjoying these songs more or less if they were surrounded by other matching songs like a true album should, but all of these tracks just seem like they were plucked from a demo folder at random and shoved into an EP just to get something out. I'm not even gonna give too much energy to this release because why does the Disbandment album have filler tracks? What happened to the Twice I Know and Love? Me and Twice have been through a lot to the point where I almost feel like maybe I came out of the womb or once, but ever since more and more, the girlies have been on a constant decline. Not a very steep decline, but a decline nonetheless. When y'all disband for real JYP better not send y'all off with some corny K-drama OST type beat. I'm serious. How dare you put this many snoozes on your first album that we've been waiting years for? Airy, don't call and try to say sorry, you're blocked. This once again suffers from the same issue Minnesota 3 suffered from. A banger title, or in this case, pre-release track, setting the bar way too high for the rest of the album. I wouldn't have even let NCT release this, good lord. Just for now, yeah, see, I could be mean and say this is worse than a Yoongi solo, but I won't because I'm a good person. I can't believe the one member of BTS with the most dynamic and memorable voice is pumping out snooze after snooze. V has so much talent and such a unique voice, but he chooses to drop stink bombs on us, but ARMYs ate it up as per usual, so can you really blame him? No, I get that the standard is very low now that disbandment is knocking at the door, but may I remind you that this is the same guy that sang Stigma and Singularity. AKA bangers of the year like that kinda ate up the other B-sides in my humble opinion. And then not even to mention that the other 3 songs on the album are remixes. Remixes, I say. Like bold of you to assume I even want to hear the regular version, but you gon' make 3 remixes? Unacceptable.
When I touch ya, kiss ya, you're gone, realize.
Don't get me wrong, Midas Touch is a decent catchy song, but being an earworm doesn't mean it's good. I mean, it's not objectively bad by any stretch of the imagination, but it's not interesting at all. It's catchy and that's all it really has going for it. Personally, I find the production rather nice despite its uninspired Diet Y2K Britney Spears wannabe energy. It's not Everglow B-side level boring, but it's still disappointing enough to where I hope other groups actually turn this genre into a trend so we can hear a version of this that's worth writing home about. My biggest criticism, however, is that awful high-pitched synth that screeches over the whole song. Whoever put that in there needs to be Amazon Prime shipped to Antarctica. Like, it genuinely hurts my ears and ruins the listening experience of an otherwise catchy and inoffensive song. As for the single B-side Nothing, the title pretty much explains everything. There is nothing special going on, won't be coming back for another listen anytime soon.
You just wanna waste my time. You just wanna.
You don't repeat my brain every time.
And don't you know how sweet it tastes?
I wish you hell. Gold teeth sitting on a dash. Itty bitty. I'm a zombie.
That's what breath with lies. So sweet like nectar.
Love or hate, 쟤도 태워버리죠.
싫으면 la 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 la. I'm a hot mess, hot mess. I love you, baby. This is for my people who just lost somebody.
Hey, I'm Kehoe from P1 Harmony. This year of our Lord 2024 has been full of many good things. Our favorite groups have worked tirelessly this year to put their best foot forward and we thank them for that. However, many K-pop fans sadly did not get to see their faves sing, dance, or smile at all this year, and they may never see that again. So I, on behalf of the Slay Young channel, would like to take this time to honor the Slayers, the Nugus, and of course, the Snoozers, that we have lost this year.
Miss you. I always miss you.
This is all I got. This is all I got.
This is a potential mother.
Miss you. I always miss you.
We at the Slay Young channel feel immense respect and grief for those who have left us this year. But you know who hasn't left yet? P1 Harmony. Oh. Not the right time? Okay, sorry about that. Ahem. We conclude this interruption with a sincere thank you to all who have subscribed to the channel, and may our thoughts, prayers, and condolences be with any viewers who are grieving. Thank you.
I'm on at the car. All my clothes, they know the heavy car. Yeah, we roll.
This debut was an absolute bombshell. Like, we got Christian Horsegirl, future bass and bit pop. I was on the floor. Baseless New Jeans copying allegations aside, this release was something K-pop has seriously been missing for a while, and that's a true high-teen concept. Pure, bright, and innocent visuals with a fresh and wholesome sound. All 4 songs on the album radiate an energetic and unmistakably dreamy vibe that is essential to this sort of concept. It sucks that so much unnecessary controversy stole the spotlight from this gem of a debut, but that's white-collar crime for you. One thing about Yuri Cheel is that they are always gonna get ghetto, so I could smell the bop from a mile away. They ate as per usual with a unique hip-hop sound that we just don't have enough of in K-pop, in my opinion, and I'm glad they were the first to really shove this genre in the spotlight and portray it well. The B-sides were great as per usual, with decent cohesion and flow, as well as some real hits like No Clue, Pricey, and Gas. No matter what genre or concept Yuri Cheel does, they're gonna bring high energy and incorporate their own touch, and with this being our first comeback without Taeyong present, I'm glad they didn't choose to tone things down and make a boring filler release while a member is absent. NCT strikes again with the flawless discography and high-quality releases. At first I was a bit on the fence about the title track Smoothie, but once I let it marinate for like 2 days I was completely hooked. As for the B-sides, there are some mid-tracks but nothing particularly bad, especially since the only reason these songs appear lackluster is because they lie amongst total hits like Carrot Cake and Box. I really enjoyed this comeback's concept as well. Seeing NCT Dream assert a more gloomy and mature concept after years of silly Disney XD music was actually quite refreshing even if inconsistent. I think it would be cool for them to explore this sort of aesthetic and sound further in the future. I honestly think this sudden concept shift came about since the Wish subunit came with almost the exact same concept, essentially forcing the Dream unit to grow up or be redundant, which stinks, but I'm not complaining. I hate to say it, but she ate down here with the Gen Alpha brain rot. I didn't enjoy the title track Mona Lisa very much though. It was almost worse than what Boa released this year. I enjoyed the Biba Dupe song Summer Days more than that. Mona Lisa isn't bad, but it wasn't enjoyable to me, and I personally find it to be a massive downgrade from her debut track. Not everybody can do tropical house the right way, and while I appreciate her attempt, I think she should leave it to the Teen Crush girlies. The B-sides, however, are where the gold is. The other tracks on the album are not only very replayable but cohesive and really feel like an album as opposed to a playlist, which has been really rare for girl groups and soloists for the longest time, so I'm glad someone is trying to break the streak. Boy Next Door really surpassed my expectations with this release and solidified my status as one of their fans. The title track, Earth, Wind and Fire, was so silly and unserious, which not only am I quite partial to, but also something that K-pop desperately needs considering how K-pop has recently dropped its quirky, fun, and bright aura that distinguished it from other types of pop music for washed-up tacky sexy concepts and cyberpunk girl crush, so I'm glad that so many newer boy groups are bringing K-pop's signature quirky vibe back to the forefront. The B-sides on the album are fairly cohesive, being more mellow and genre consistent, allowing the title track to really stick out and be the star. I'm glad Boy Next Door isn't a group that takes themselves too seriously and just focuses on making happy, upbeat music for the people who get it. That's me, I'm the people who get it. The hate for this release is so forced, like if you're not a street star just say that. You don't have to be ashamed. Anyways, on top of having better production than most groups with a lower budget than most groups and having 2.5 actual vocalists, P1 Harmony are constantly solidifying themselves as a total gem in the Nugu/semi-famous boy group scene. The title track Killin' It just blew me away. It's Disney XD ratchet and clank twerk music in its purest form. I'm actually obsessed. It's so fun and unserious with an upbeat trap sound and bit pop elements that give it such high energy, and the chorus is so catchy in a way that only a corny boy group song can be. As for the B-sides, one thing about P1 Harmony is they're gonna make a no-skip album one way or another. Are the songs cohesive? No. Do all of them sound great independently? Yes. But that's just the price you pay for a silly goofy boy group. Honestly, I view it as a perk. Sometimes.
Nice job, team.
Dash, I wanna dash, I wanna run it, run.
Work, gotta make that money make La la, la la, la la la.
Vamos, I know that you want it. Watch me, don't touch me, love me. Shish, shish. I'm cool as ice under a west. We ain't flexibly, we do a one and only one. Lady.
Chop, 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 chop.
Yeah, that's so proud.